All right. Hello and welcome to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. This is an educational channel, and we check into great theories, concepts, and discoveries that you might not know about. Things that have been suppressed. The powers that be don't want you to know about them. And that's because of their ability to change your life in terms of your ongoing quest for better spiritual, mental, and physical health. And today, this is a segment that we have called Your Blind Side, and protecting the blind side of the patriots, the anod's diggers out there that may be um, ensconced in their rabbit holes, and just giving them a heads up about certain things. Um, my refrain has been that the info war is over. The Patriots won. The events that you're watching are reenactments of events that have already occurred, and that uh, the deep state is circling the drain. Um, and I would just quickly suggest that this is not the time to get your popcorn, because the bigger picture, which I don't think the Patriots are looking at all. Um, the bigger picture is that the Patriots are now going to be in a position to implement their agenda. And unfortunately, their agenda is not worthy of implementing. And their agenda is going to be more of the same deep state propaganda poison. But this time they're going to call it, you know, whatever, Christian patriotism, or, you know, the Great Awakening, or, uh, you know, uh, the return to Christian values. And not one of them has even an inkling, not even a mention in the course of 10 years of me following this, have not even one of them has even mentioned the obvious, in my mind, fact that the New Testament was a psychological operation written by the Romans. The Roman Caesars are the true authors of the New Testament. And so when we return to your Christian nationalism, we are just recycling the Roman emperors. And, you know, by extension, the Roman Catholic Church. And I would be shocked if the commander in chief and the 17th letter don't know this already. And I would be inclined to even think that they are hoping and waiting for you to call them out on it. Hoping and waiting that somebody, um, we don't want to continue to pander to these people. We hope they figure it out, like they figured out the COVID scam, like they figured out some of the tech bros that I brought to the stage, and some of the politicians that I've endorsed over the years, and they let me know that they were not pleased. But we get up with our pom poms and we wave them whenever the word Jesus Christ comes up or whenever the word Bible comes up without really knowing what we're doing because we haven't done the research. And so we have implicitly, through culture, through peer pressure, through just suggestion and just general being nice, we have just generally virtue signaled over Christianity that, oh, yeah, well, this is a good thing. Read your Bible, that's a good thing. You know, I'm not even saying that there aren't good things in the Bible. It's a limited hangout. The Romans had to make it look good. They had to make it look like a religion. The idea was to mellow out the Jews. The Jews had been constantly a pain and thorn in the side of the Romans ever since the Romans occupied Judea 100 years before that. And so they, um, you know, instead proposed the idea of a Jewish Messiah who was a Prince of Peace and believed in rendering unto Caesar and walking the extra mile and turning the other cheek to get the Jews to mellow out and get with the program of the Roman Empire. Um, Now, I don't know that it necessarily worked. It also worked on the slaves and the Roman soldiers. Um, you know, there was a longer agenda there, and there were it was a much a part of it was also egocentric, and part of it was just utter hatred of Jews and a mockery of them. So there's a lot of different stuff in the New Testament. I'm not even saying that you can't use it as a guide to, uh, value good values. Um, but to me, the touchstone of everything is the truth. And what is the truth about the situation? And when I look at truth, I look at evidence. What is the evidence? And the evidence for the existence of Jesus is nil. There isn't any other than the scriptures. Other than that, there isn't any. The other evidence for the existence of Jesus is all Roman. It's all Roman Caesars and their lackeys, such as Tacitus and Suetonius, Josephus, Pliny the Younger, and Emperor Trajan. Those are the only people that have ever referred to Jesus outside of the scriptures. So there isn't any evidence. There's no independent archaeological evidence. There's, you know, you got nothing. So if you're a truther, that would bother you. It doesn't mean that, you know, I would just say that there's a ton of evidence against the existence of Jesus, and that is the Roman evidence. And that also comes from Josephus. To see that Jesus's entire life was patterned after the military campaign of Titus, after the life trajectory of Josephus, Titus being, the Roman emperor who was originally the one of the generals in this war between the Romans and the Jews that is described by Josephus in his 7-volume work, War of the Jews. Um, but regardless, you all need to do your research on this stuff and stop paying attention to Thomas Massey and if he's going to win his, is he going to win his primary, or because I like to watch it because I don't like either of them, but it's an interesting drama and I like to get involved in the Twitter wars, or I watch video games. We're playing video games and we're watching Netflix movies. No, you guys need to go out and red pill yourselves some more. That's what needs to happen. This is not like amateur hour. We're not out here just playing around. This is for keeps. This is like for the future of humanity, and you guys are playing video games. Get it together. It's like you think that this like is some type of like that you already have all the answers, and that all that's needed is that you can just unleash yourselves on the rest of the world. Well, you haven't checked. Your answers don't stand up to even the most basic amount of scrutiny, and you should be ashamed of yourselves for even presenting any of this stuff to the rest of humanity, because it's garbage. So get back into your rabbit holes, but go deeper back into ancient history and just see what part of your cherished beliefs stand up to any type of scrutiny. None of it will. All of it's going to fall apart. It's rabbits all the way down, or whatever you call it, rug pulls all the way down, and you're going to end up needing to come up with a different platform to go forward with. And what you're going to end up with, I think, is something very close to what is deism, the belief in one God who is good, who has given the humans the abilities through reason and other higher spiritual and mental faculties to be able to um, behold God's creation in all its wonderment, beauty, and complexity and simplicity, and to be able to understand God directly, not through intermediaries like testaments and Qurans, and not through priests, pastors, and popes, but directly. That is 5D consciousness. That is the age of Aquarius, and that is the golden age, otherwise known as the Flavian age, the Flavian Caesars of the first century in Rome. Uh, so get it together. Like, share, subscribe, comment, contribute, and come back tomorrow. Also, share this out with your favorite patriots and ask them what they're doing. And please have a great day, and remember to watch your blind side.